high side. Murphy shooting, save a rebound on the view.
Hey everyone, this is Casey. You are watching the Red Rubber Duckwind All Sports Network. The first Steelers loss of the season. The Steelers lose 27-24 to the Indianapolis Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. Man, remember when I said that Justin Fields was starting to get comfortable last week? Is there still time to take back that statement? Because where was our O-line? Justin Fields was sacked four times yesterday. He even fumbled twice in losing one of those battles. No one was getting open, and Fields was having to run for his life out there yesterday afternoon. I'm glad we have a mobile QB, but he shouldn't have to be running for his life every single play. I get that a couple of guys are hurt, and now James Daniels is one of them. He's going to be gone for the year due to a torn Achilles, and I hope for a speedy recovery from him, but man, Fields really does need help badly. And also the defense was nowhere to be found in the first quarter. Jonathan Taylor was running all over these guys. Michael Pittman and Josh Downs were getting wide open left and right. And it didn't matter whether it was Anthony Richardson at the helm, who did leave the game due to a hip injury, and hopefully he has a speedy recovery. But Joe Flacco, who nearly single-handedly led the Browns to the playoffs last year in probably one of the biggest comebacks we've seen, they were letting the offense run all over them all game, even especially during the first quarter. And the Colts offense jumped out to an early lead, and they were calm throughout the game. And the thing is, we played well in the second half, and we actually outgained the Colts, and they had the ball for longer stretches of time. So how did we lose? I'm going to tell you. It's the turnovers. That's why we lost. I already mentioned Justin Fields' fumble after running away from Colts defenders, but he nearly had another one with that botched snap from Zach Frazier, and luckily he was able to fall on it. However, that play alone killed whatever momentum the Steelers would have gained on that last drive. And props to Justin Fields for taking responsibility for that. We haven't had accountability in this team for a long time. And then there's George Pickens. He couldn't hold on to the ball until he reached out of bounds when we reached the end zone, or red zone, and the Colts were able to prevent the Steelers from scoring again. It was wasted opportunity after wasted opportunity for the Steelers, and that has got to change. Last week, we took care of penalties, and this week, they returned. We had 6 penalties for 53 yards compared to the Colts' 4 for 38 yards. These mistakes are why we keep losing big plays at the worst possible time. We have to control the penalties. Us Steelers fans cannot say that enough because it keeps happening every single year. And when I said we needed to translate the second half of the Chargers game to all 60 minutes, I meant all 60 minutes. The first quarter set the course for this game. It was going to be a classic Steelers trap game, and as we all seen through Steelers trap games in the past, there is hardly any way for the Steelers to get out of it. The Steelers need to find a way to get better. They need to limit mistakes, show some more discipline, and help each other out. And also, we need to get off to a better start because the first 3 games we've stumbled out of the gate. And that cannot happen when you're facing teams like Kansas City, Baltimore, Cleveland, Philadelphia, and even the Dallas Cowboys next week. The Steelers need to get better. We got the first loss out of the system. So there you go. We don't have any more undefeated pressure. But So are we going to be losing another game down the road? Oh, for sure. But I would rather get blown out knowing that we had no chance and weren't ready than lose a game when if one thing was changed, we could have won. That is what's so frustrating. It's always one mistake, and it sets the course for the whole game. They need to limit mistakes and show discipline. Now, there's a huge test next week. You guys are at home on Sunday night, prime time, and you're going to be taking on the Dallas Cowboys. They may be the butt of so many jokes, but they are no joke when it comes to talent. Limit the amount of mishaps, turnovers, and penalties, and actually play for 60 whole minutes, and we will be back in no time flat. But that's going to do it for me. Hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully you enjoyed this little bit of a rant. But please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your friends. It's one of the best ways to make the Red Rubber Duckwin All Sports Network grow. And be on the lookout for the preview for the Dallas Cowboys game coming up. But until we meet again, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, and as always, let's go Steelers.